Askreddit thread. What habit is generally perceived as healthy, but really isn't? Constantly sanitizing everything. Certain things need to be sanitized for safe use, but a lot of bacteria that keeps our immune systems functioning / improving are destroyed in the process, leaving us susceptible to diseases we could have been immune to. Disinfecting a surface that held uncooked chicken, good. Disinfecting your child's eyes, bad. Noted, as an expected father, I need all the help I can get. Listening to anyone who is a nutritionist. Anyone can call themselves a nutritionist. Dietitian is the legally protected term. To paraphrase Dara O'Brien, a dietitian is likely calling yourself a dentist. It's like calling yourself a dentist. While a nutritionist is like calling yourself a toothologist. Now, it's entirely possible that nutritionists may be 100% correct and know exactly what they're talking about, but they also don't have to take any sort of classes or license exams, so they can be totally full of shit. Today I learned I'm a nutritionist. Yay, congratulations, you're now qualified to be obnoxious on Instagram about all kinds of magic supplements and wraps that will totally 100% work. Products will work as effectively as a placebo. Toothology practice. Can confirm, my boyfriend's nutritionist, who also just happens to sell Herbalife, has him convinced that chicken tenders, yes, fried fucking chicken tenders, and side salad covered in Thousand Island dressing is a good meal choice. We go to Cheddar's once a month or so, and every time this is what he orders. Maybe he just wants to eat some damn fried chicken once a month, and told you that his nutritionist said it's okay. Fat-free. They fill those foods with sugar to make them taste good. End result is they normally have more calories. Low fat means high in sugar. Low sugar means high in fat. Low sodium means it tastes like shit. Salt is delicious. Douching. Let your vagina do its thing. Whoever thinks this is healthy anymore. Lysol became a tabletop cleaner because it used to be a douching product, but had the unfortunate side effects of death, so they marketed it as a disinfectant instead. What? We need a geologist to come on Reddit and do a PSA on the proper way to clean the inside and outside of a vagina based on what is on/inside it. Vaginologist here. Splash water on the outside every time you shower. Go to a doctor if it's smelly. That's infected, not dirty. Gross. Excessive toothbrushing. People get this idea that since not brushing your teeth twice a day is so bad, well, if they brush their teeth when they get up, before bed, and after every meal, well, that's just great. Make sure to use an extra hard toothbrush and gritty toothpaste to really clean those teeth. But while cleaning plaque off is good, but first, you only have so much enamel. And right after you've had an acidic food, coffee, orange juice, anything with tomatoes, soda, the list goes on, your enamel is at its softest. Secondly, your gums are not made of super hard enamel, and excessive brushing is one of the causes of gum recession. I used to brush vigorously with a nice extra hard toothbrush, and I was told at 22 that I had the gums of a pensioner. This isn't that serious, but can increase susceptibility to cavities and gingivitis and cause hypersensitivity. I never thought people brushed their teeth too much. That's crazy. Already ahead of the game by not brushing my teeth some days. Gross. Cleansing. It's all bullshit. The toxics are coming to get you. Who doesn't know cleansing's bullshit, though? You are totally correct. However, you know what no one eats while on the cleanse? Cake. So while the idea of cleanse is faulty, and some cleanses can be downright damaging, I have seen a few people have good results with them. Not because they were cutting imaginary toxins out of their diet, but because they stopped eating a lot of crap that was causing them problems. That's a good point. Brushing your teeth right after a meal. It actually compounds the damage. I already read that. George Carlin always enjoyed the irony of people sunbathing because they were essentially giving themselves skin cancer in the quest to give off the illusion of being healthy. Norway, my country, has the highest amount of skin cancer in the world, or least amount, the very top. And it's mainly because we go crazy during our short summers and spend so much time in the sun as possible. Plus a lot of sunbathing. In addition, we are pale as ghosts and probably not the best at using enough sunscreen. Plus, it don't help with all the girls taking solarium, which is even worse during the long winters to stay tan. Skin cancer is no joke. Not sure why so many young people are into it. I think this needs another repost. Yeah, I don't want to read this. There's the close button. Cutting your cuticles. I've never done it, but I've heard people call it healthy. I guess that explains why my fingertips have fallen off. Medical aesthetician here. Do not cut your cuticles. Why would you do that? That sounds painful. Salads. Some people think that because they eat salads, they can put whatever they want on it and it will still be healthy. No, some of those have tons of calories. They put a crap of ton of ranch dressing, a lot of bacon, all that on iceberg lettuce, and after that, they don't know why they are fat. P.S. I know salads can be good for you when prepared correctly with fresh ingredients. I never realized how often restaurants around where I live, a not terribly health-conscious section of North America, call a wedge of iceberg lettuce a salad. Iceberg is just about the least nutritious leafy green you can possibly eat. There's a reason it's practically white, hence the name, because it's almost entirely devoid of nutrition. So even if you think you're being healthy by avoiding fat and dressing or toppings, at the end of the day, you're still consuming a practically empty food. You aren't even getting good nutrition for your sacrifices. A proper wedge salad that is fucking delicious. Blue cheese. Yeah, I know it's bad for me. I never trust anyone who eats iceberg lettuce. It just doesn't make sense. Apparently, you people really love iceberg. I'll take my romaine every time. Yes, even on sandwiches. I'll never trust someone who judges people based on their choice in lettuce. I'm adding a second because after reading this, it's along the same lines as my other. The biggest thing we think is healthy but isn't is ignoring that your mind needs to be healthy as well. Most people are talking about physical health. Mental health is of equal importance, maybe even a little more. All health is equally important. Poor physical health lends itself to poor mental health, and vice versa. You may find that by improving one, you improve the other. Agreed. I started lifting, dieting, and the result ended up making me happier, more confident individual. Drinking tons of juice. Juice contains a lot of sugar and is only marginally better than soda. I remember having to tell that too. My little brother, my little sister, because they were trying to quit soda and drink healthy, so they drank a whole bunch of juice, and I laughed at them. I was like, oh my god, you guys are so dumb. You know, drinking juice is not that much better than drinking soda, right? It has about just as much sugar in it. Unlimited juice. That party is going to be off the hook. Hey, brother. Hey, hermano. Same applies to enhanced water, flavored water, vitamin water. It's all packed full of sugar. If you want some flavored water, infuse the stuff with some actual fruit. You see, even real fruit has lots of sugar in it. Eating nothing but... you can have some fruit. It does have some nice vitamins in it that are helpful to you. But, just eating fruits themselves, try to be healthy in place of salads, is not good for you because they're full of sugar, too. The reason fruits are better than salads is because they have sugar in them. Naturally occurring sugar. All sugar is natural, I guess. That's not very good for you, but that doesn't mean fruits are bad for you. They're fine in moderate amounts because, like I said, they have some nice vitamins that you need. This is only looking at it from one single point of view, which is sugar content. You're totally correct about that. Juice has tons of sugar, usually on par with most sodas. However, juice, talking 100% fruit juice, no additives here, has no sweeteners, no colors, no preservatives. It does contain lots of vitamins, though. A glass or two of juice a day can really help you with that. That's true. If you have a terrible habit, terrible eating habits, the vitamins from the juice is fine. But then again, you can also just take a multivitamin. While juice may not be a good replacement for soda, when you're trying to cut down sugar or calories in general, it is much better in terms of overall health, simply because it lacks useless additives and contains vitamins instead. Usually people don't drink those juices, though. They drink the ones that are packed full of sugar. Because those kind of juices this guy's talking about are kind of gross. Edit, because people lack simple reading comprehension. I'm talking about 100% pure juice with zero additives. Yeah, the gross shit. A lot of vegan food, it carries an effect called the health halo, because if it's vegan, it has to be healthy, right? Actually, no. A lot of vegan baked goods, chips, candy, etc. is actually worse for you because of added fats to replace animal ingredients. Source: 7 years worked at Whole Foods. I live in Thailand and have a vegan festival for about a week. People eat vegan for a week, replacing their usual foods with super oily and mostly deep-fried vegan food. This is definitely true. When people find out my wife and I are vegetarians, I naturally assume we must be super healthy eaters. Nope. We eat terribly. Pizza, lasagna, fried mozzarella, grilled cheese, egg and cheese sandwiches, etc. Chances are every meal we eat has cheese in it somewhere. Holy crap, all the people think that eggs are meat. When I was a vegetarian for 4.5 years, I actually had gained weight for this reason alone. I didn't know you had to eat properly, and even when I did eat balanced meals, it was high in fat. Sure, it may be healthy fat, but way too much of it. Soy killer. So true, my wife is a vegan due to her severe dairy and egg allergies. May go to example for people with vegan equals healthy mentality is Oreos. Fucking Oreos are vegan, which means they contain no milk, cream, or other animal products. So what the hell is that delicious center made of? Wheat, sugar, and food-grade binders and preservatives. Dieting, and by that I mean, quotes, dieting, as a fad diets or worse, crash diets. Too many people think that dieting means eating basically nothing. There are tons of reasons why this is a terrible idea, but people do it anyway. The really sad part is they're putting on a ton of effort and sacrifice on it. I feel bad for them. If only they'd put in half as much effort in doing some actual research, they'd see real results. But they don't know any better. Anyone out there on a fad or crash diet, please browse r/fitness for a little while. Do yourself a favor and get the results you want. And yes, I realize how much that sounds like an infomercial. r/fitness can be a real shithole sometimes, but at least people there will hammer the calories in versus calories out thing, which is all that really matters. Reading that enough times really simplifies the way you think about weight loss or gain. The best part is it actually works and requires much less effort than what the fitness industry tries to sell you on. Calories in versus calorie out's argument is basically your body spends a certain amount of calories every day to just exist. Like, let's just say 2,000, for example. 2,000 is a good number. It's usually a little bit higher or a little bit less depending on how big you are. So, just for existing, you'll spend about 2,000 calories. So, if you eat more than the 2,000 calories your body spends for just existing for that day, your body will save the calories for another time, for when you probably won't have those calories, and it stores it as fat. So, if you have less calories than you spend every day, you'll start losing weight gradually. But if you have more, you'll start gaining weight. So, eat less calories and lose weight. It's really simple. But less calories means less food, and food is delicious, so I can get why so many people are fat. Because some of the best foods have tons of calories in them. Like the chimichanga meal from Filiberto's, that's like 1,000 calories right there. Eating one of those, I'm pretty sure it's like a little bit more than 1,000 calories. It's like half the amount of calories you need for the day. And that's just for one meal. You're dehydrated, the 8 glasses of water a day myth. Can't look at that video. Someone please give me a summary, I'll give you a blowjob in return. There's no support for the you need drink 8 glasses of water a day myth. Drink when you're thirsty. Your body is smart about telling you that. Yeah, if you drink too much water, you're just going to go pee a lot. Drink juices because it says no sugar added. Does it mean it already doesn't have a high quantity of sugar in it? Yeah, juice is like, fruits are basically like pure sugar. This is a thread of learnt doctors, nutritionists as they're called. Kid is eating 2 burger meals in one sitting. It's okay. He's a growing boy. Let's see. Sitting straight at a desk. The best alternative is to sit very gaily. So sit while having another dude ride your dick. Or you could be the one sitting on a dick at a 90-degree angle. Not sure how healthy it's perceived, but washing your hair every single day with shampoo. Unless you have super greasy hair or are doing rigorous exercise where you're sweating a ton, it's better to just rinse your hair and let it be natural until you know you need to clean it. I did not know this. Ugh, I would love to do this, but if I don't shampoo my hair every day, my dandruff gets crazy out of control. Well, this thing is, I shower 2 times. Once after I'm done with my workout, and again at night. And I only shampoo at night because I found that my hair gets really dried out if I shampoo in the morning as well after my run. So, I guess there's some benefit to that. Maybe I shouldn't shampoo every day. I don't know, but I do work out though. So I kind of need to get the grease out. I do sweat a lot too. I heard this so many times I weaned myself off. Only shampoo weekly for a few months. Long enough for my scalp to adjust and all that. Bought a shampoo that the internet said would work for it. Whole 9 yards. Hair was disgusting the whole time. I now shampoo daily again. My hair feels healthy and clean all the time. What? Depends on your hair type too. Apparently the thinner your hair is, the more likely it'll be greasy quicker. Therefore, it needs shampoo. Gluten-free food. If you aren't gluten intolerant, gluten is actually quite healthy. Gluten-free products are packed full of sugar and other chemicals to replace the natural properties of gluten. Seriously, just stop. Or if you're trying to go on the keto diet, then go for it. Let's see. I'm going to go on a stretch and say 0 to low fat diets. Oh, is that a thing? I guess if you don't know how calories work. I've run into far too many people that think whitening your teeth is a good thing for keeping them healthy. No, you're removing enamel. Eating GMO free is not better for you at all. A world without GMOs becomes the world Interstellar portrays. Being yourself and not caring what other people think. A lot of people use it as advice. Oh yeah, this is terrible advice. I actually really hate it when people say this. But don't care what other people think, just be yourself, be unique, blah, blah, blah. No, well, in reality, caring about what other people think is just a natural thing that helps us function in a society. It helps us fit in, and no one, and I say no one, truly doesn't care what strangers think of them. My theory is that subcultures like goth, piercing, and tattoos, things we did in high school and college, are just a way to cosplay uniqueness without actually having to be truly unique. Listen, Jerry, being nice is just stupid people hedging their bets. I know it's a quote, but I actually think being nice is one of the most useful things you can do in social interactions. Beyond the obvious moral questions of being nice, it's also just straight up practical. If you're nice to everyone, they're nice back. Everything goes smoothly. If you're nice to someone and they're rude back, then you know instantly that they're an asshole and should be avoided. It's like having asshole radar because you removed yourself as a variable from the equation. See, this guy gets it. I think you're right, but my flavor of this is a little different. Everything depends on one's goals. Actually, no, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Is your goal to live exactly as you want? Fuck everyone and bring on the consequences? Then do that. Just don't be surprised or upset when society shuns you. It's your goal to live peacefully within the world as it is? Then you have to listen to the people around you. About what is expected to interact in a meaningful way. The majority of healthy people I know find a balance, like the reenactor I know who wears a button-up shirt and tie to work with a bear claw earring. You do you, but within the boundaries of what works for your situation. I guess that's another way of putting it. Gracias. Okay, yeah, this guy puts it in a good way. Be yourself is usually bad advice because usually yourself is really, unless you're just a naturally cool guy or something, cool person, then it's fine. But usually those kinds of people you tell it to are weirdos. And they get sad because people don't accept them. It's like, well, who's going to want to hang out with someone who makes raptor noises for fun? But if your goal is to live exactly as you want and fuck everything and don't worry about consequences, go for it. Just don't be surprised when people don't accept you. If your goal is to live peacefully in the world, you can still be unique, but just find a balance between it. Telling someone to just be themselves is like on every fucking Saturday morning cartoon bullshit as advice for people, which is... It's a blanket term that is just not very helpful. Some people are weird and they need to learn how to change the way they act around people, unless they seriously just don't care that people think they're weird. Because a lot of the people who need the advice to just be themselves are people who should probably be told to learn how to act in social situations so that they can actually, not be shunned and be more happy. They'd be happier if they just learned to conform a little bit. They don't have to conform completely. but being able to pretend to act like a normal person in society is a useful survival trait. Being a workaholic, at least in America and probably some other places like Japan. Even if you have horrible home life and aren't a very good person, you'll get credit for working hard. The problem is overemphasizing work is why the other areas of your life are falling apart. I ain't no workaholic. I love my free time. But ever since I got my job where I actually kind of like doing it, I have been working a lot. Distrust. It's self-protection, but not trusting anyone, we isolate ourselves. Society is way more individualistic than it used to be. There used to be a sense of solidarity, but we all have been betrayed too much to keep our guard up. Still, we're herd animals. Oh, this is one. I have been betrayed by quite a few people, but even then, I still am very trusting, because think of all the people who didn't screw me over. They far outnumber the amount of people who have. And I would rather not shut myself off, because I have more fun trusting people. Because then you're just like, ooh, what do they really want from me and stuff like that. It's like, well, they probably do want something from you, but it's not like you're an angel either. Eating Doritos for breakfast. But how else am I going to start my day on an MLG note? 6-pack of Mountain Dew and finger exercise. Doritos do it right. You could just be saying this to get me to trust you. Then it'll be easy for you to fuck me over. Trust me. Don't trust him. No, my intentions are pure. Get as pure as me by using this awesome berry drink. And get this, it's free. All you have to do is get 5 of your friends involved, and from there on out, you can start earning some serious money while doing some of your work on your soul as well. Unfortunately, I've been betrayed constantly. Even in recent memory, the second I become more trusting, I get fucked over. So I'm extremely shy, quiet, and secluded, not to mention extremely angry. This is the mindfuck of it. Just being realistic, a large number of people you meet, even people of your own family, are just waiting to put the knife in your back. And yet, protecting yourself from that is also impossible. You'll have no friends, no mate or children, no career opportunities, and it's probably you'll wind up terminally poor. Other people make it abundantly clear that they cannot be trusted. But you're even more fucked when you start acting like this is the case. My family actually did attempt to put a knife in my back because I wanted giving them the tiny amount of money I had for meth. Well, if you have meth parents, is that really surprising? Did that really surprise you? This is so true. Not trusting is easier than trusting people. Like, it is harder to be optimistic and happy. Yet society thinks they are weak and dumb. It's like a ladder. Self-reliance isn't bad. But it is bad to shit on others in the process, because your brain recognizes others probably do that to you as well. It's a vicious cycle. Like I said, it's a circle. The circle of distrust. Quick at it. Pyramid. It's a pyramid of distrust. Fear not to sheep. Fear those who call themselves sleeves sheepdogs. What? Whatever.